but we're gonna talk about the number one watch TV show every year, which is called the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Um, we all know what the Super Bowl is. You know what I'm saying? Whether some people are football fans, casual fans, but everybody tunes in. Everybody usually go to parties, you know, what have you. But everybody's watching. It's the most watched TV show every year. You know what I'm saying? So this year, obviously, everybody, you know, still in the midst of the pandemic, so parties, you know, weren't allowed to happen. People, you know, rules, only a certain amount of people can come to your crib. Bars still had to close at like 10 o'clock. So, you know, whatever. But this year, some companies chose not to have commercials and advertising. There was no Budweiser commercial. There was no Coca-Cola commercial. So certain companies backed out. So I want to start there with the commercials. With you guys, you know, did you see any commercials that you like, dislike? Usually the commercials is a draw for some people to tune in as well. You usually get some movie trailers that you're looking forward to in the coming year. Just a funny advertising featuring a guest or somebody. So I'll go in order. You know, the president, was there any commercials that stood out to you?
Overall.
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Yeah, but overall the commercial was kind of lackluster to me. There was some cool ones. I did that trailer for that movie Old was dope. I would definitely want to go check that out. That kind of drew me. I thought the Drake from State Farm commercial, and it's funny, like toward the end of the game, they showed it like 700 more times. But but I thought that was cool. I thought the Drake from State Farm joint was cool. The you know, I thought was whack, that Verizon joint with the with Samuel L. With the game, with all the gaming characters and all that. That was really funny. But yeah, not much of it stood out. Like, you know how coming up, it was always like, besides the game, everybody was talking about like 5 commercials that they liked or whatever. But like, I don't know, wasn't that big like that. But just that Winter Soldier and Falcon joint, that Disney Plus series coming out definitely looks interesting too. But that's the only thing that kind of stood out.
Okay. President, you there? President, you there?
Me. I only like that Shaggy joint. It wasn't me commercial. Cheetos. That was it. Everything else, they could have left that for the sanitation people.
Okay.
That Shaggy.
What about you?
That Shaggy commercial. That was
good.
That was hilarious to me.
Yeah,
like,
that
was right there, and he was like, "It's the first time that ever happened."
He was. I think everybody can speak on that. Like, that shit actually worked that time.
What's funny was when it came on, and I seen the team, I was like, they better have this nigga in the commercial. I was about to get tight if he wasn't in the commercial.
Right.
If they're gonna use this whole thing, I'm like, they better. And then when he came on, I'm like, all right.
Yeah, that was pretty good. There was, there wasn't really many commercials that that's like wow. Like there was that, I forgot. There was a Ford commercial. That one was kind of interesting because it was trying to like. I guess it was because I remember the tagline they used was "Reunited States of America," something like that. Yeah. Like I remember that one kind of stood out. Like it was kind of like showing like like some backcountry farmer or something like that. Like showing people. I guess showing the guy who like middle America sees whatever and so forth. So it was kind of interesting seeing that one because it's like, oh, so I guess y'all understand that we had a whole little spurt going on here, right? So. So that was pretty interesting. But otherwise than that, it was whatever commercials.
Do y'all think there's a specific reason why some companies chose to not have any special commercials?
I'm sure there is a reason. I just can't think of the reason.
Right, yeah, I can't think of it either. Because I mean, people inside anyway, so they're gonna be watching the Super Bowl. It's not like now there was a reason. Like the pandemic doesn't give you a reason to not watch the Super Bowl. So it's like, it's still money to be made, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but it was a reason. But what it is, I don't know.
Everybody broke. Companies that got that money. You know, it costs a lot of money to do them Super Bowl commercials.
That is true. It's the most expensive 30-second spot on TV. It's funny because I saw the Fast and Furious 9 trailer in the pregame show. I didn't even see it during the game. I saw it in the pregame. So that I thought that was interesting that they paid for the pregame spot for that trailer and not the main event. So
that was cheaper.
Exactly.
That was cheaper.
So I thought that was interesting. But yeah, but like I said, it was some big companies.
It cost a lot to play that.
Yeah, and the ratings, I don't think the ratings have came out yet, but the ratings will probably be higher for this game because more people were home. You know, I did see some people partying. I ain't no snitch, but there've been some people partying. You know, it's whatever. But a lot more people was home and things, so you would think the ratings would be higher for this event. You know what I'm saying? But hey, didn't happen. Some people didn't do it.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be high.
Yeah, and you know, the storyline for this game, old versus new, you know, so many things that you would think that more people would tune in for.
Yeah.
Me myself, I think the best commercial also I saw Saturday before the even game was the T-Mobile commercial with Brady and Gronk.
Oh yeah, that was good.
And the bad connection, you know, Gronk called him on FaceTime or whatever, and talking to him, and all he heard was "come back one more time," and it ended up happening. So to me, that was, you know, obviously, you know, after the fact, it's even more funny. But yeah, that one, the Shaggy one. The only real trailer that stood out during the game was the Falcon and Winter Soldier. I expected more. I thought rumor was that Disney Marvel was gonna have, you know, one for like Black Widow coming out and some of the other movie and stuff, but we didn't get none of that. So I really didn't see too many movie trailers because again, we know the movie industry right now doesn't know what its future is really gonna be. But it was funny because the trailers that I did see, they made sure to highlight only in theaters.
Yeah.
Because now you got to say that because some movies are coming out on streaming services and simultaneously. So it's funny that the movies that are going to theater only, you know, they got to stress that in theaters only on this day.
But at the end of the day, they're gonna probably, if shit don't pan out, they're gonna have to reverse field on that.
Yeah.
If like for instance, the movie that I seen that I want to see, it said it's only in theaters this summer.
Mm-hmm.
But if we get this summer and these theaters are open, they're not gonna be like, well, we said only in theaters, so we're not gonna lie. They're gonna say, oh, you remember that? Yeah, nah, it's HBO Max.
Exactly.
You know.
So, and that may be why some people didn't want to, you know, promote some things because they still unsure of the certainty of it. So it's like, all right, did we spend this Super Bowl budget when it might get pushed back again, or you know what I'm saying? So it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? It's understandable. But before we get to the game, though, Chris, we had started already with the commercials. Were there any commercials that stood out to you this year that you liked?
The funniest one to me, I say was the ode to George and his face on the shirt.
Oh.
And he was like, "You can't wear my face." That was one of the good ones. The husband in the Alexa commercial with Michael B. Jordan was mad funny.
Yeah, that's a good commercial. I forgot about that.
The husband was mad funny. Like the hate that he had in his heart and his face.
Turn the lights back on. Turn the lights back on.
He out there talking to his boys. He like, wait, hey, no, Alexa, stop. No.
He talking about other people like to use the bathroom. Commercials was blah this year, to say the least.
And that was another one that I think I seen like Saturday on YouTube already. It was one of the pre-YouTube ads. It showed it.
Yeah, I had already saw the Michael B. Jordan before the
yeah.
Oh, y'all was cheating. Y'all was out here looking for the answers.
I wasn't looking for it.
I wasn't looking for it. It showed up. I was clicking a YouTube video, and it was one of the pre-ads, and I let it run because I'm like, wait, what's this? I'm like Michael B. Jordan. I'm like, that should have been a Super Bowl commercial. And then sure enough,
and it was.
Yeah.
But I actually saw them. I actually saw the Alexa commercial on Friday.
Mm-hmm. See?
So it's been aired. They just repurposed it,
Right.
as, Super Bowl.
I
But
saw a preview of it because they had like a thing with just Michael B's eyes glowing and him standing in the water where the sprinklers was on. So I just saw that preview. I figured, okay, that's going to be, something, because they used to do those Super Bowl commercial teasers to lead up to it. But then I saw it on Saturday. I was like, oh, I guess it wasn't. And then I was like, this should be a Super Bowl commercial though, and then, you know what I'm saying? So they screwed that up completely. Like, I don't know.
Doritos need to kill whoever they dude is, because that 3D commercial was trash.
Yeah, that shit was dumb.
And it looked like those chips is going to be trash. Who else had a 3D chip that tried that? Who
was
else
it Lay's
did that?
or?
But it's nothing but mad air inside the chip anyway.
Word, it was either Lay's or was it
It's not like it's a stuffed chip or something.
Right.
not Bugles? It was some other chip that went 3D.
That
Yeah, they always with
cylinder
that cone shape.
shape. Yeah.
Somebody else went 3D and it was just trash. So I feel like Doritos is it's like
Yeah,
the
that shit
beginning of the
gonna be-
end now.
That shit gonna be Doritos with mad air in the middle. That's what it's gonna be.
Everybody just
Matthew McConaughey should stick to just Lincoln commercials. That's it.
Yo, word. Yo, where he don't say nothing.
all right. That's all he say. That's about it. Yeah, the commercials was definitely lackluster. And we were saying too, like a lot of the companies didn't seem like they really were gonna put any money into it. It was like 30-second only. Like they wasn't trying to do 30-second, 60-second spots. And even the Falcon and Winter Soldier, they used a 30-second spot to say go to YouTube to watch the full trailer. They wasn't paying for more than 30 seconds. It was like, what's the minimum? All right, 30 seconds.
Everybody got a digital. Everybody has a digital app coming out now. Paramount Plus now.
Yeah,
like everything is turning plus now.
Right.
Like, yo, cable is really about to be non-existent. They better tighten up.
Yeah. But and everybody use YouTube for commercials. So it's like we ain't gotta spend all that money for these Super Bowl commercials. Like I said, like the Disney Plus joint was like, all right, here's a 30-second spot, and we're gonna end it by saying go there to watch the whole thing, to watch the real trailer.
To see more.
Right.
So Guru, before you continue, I got a special guest.
Uh-oh.
The weekend has shown up. It has just shown up, all right?
Live on.
Be tight, son.
So we got the weekend at our halftime of the episode. So thanks for joining.
Wow, that's fat.
Wow, thanks for blessing us.
Wow.
I'm glad you did that.
So
before we go, as it's just now coming on my TV again too, the Samuel L. Jackson Verizon commercial was trash.
yeah, I think somebody else said that
was
I said the same thing.
like, word, it was like you could tell as soon as Juju said, all right, you could tell what was about to happen.
Yeah.
Like come on, man. Be real.